joined now by a couple of Fox NBA analysts, Slick Rick the Bucher, and the end of the Cold War, Chris Broussard. And so speak for yourself. Oh, Lord. This is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. All right, let's talk some association right now. Where Kyrie Irving and Dwight Howard made some noise this week, declaring that now is not the time to relaunch the NBA season because it would interfere with pushing for social justice. Well, Charles Barkley just went off on the two-star, saying it would be stupid not to play and will be a catastrophic mistake, arguing that the visibility and money from the NBA season would actually help push for change. Chris, do you like Barkley calling these guys out?
Well, I agree with Charles in that they should play this season. Where I disagree with him at is in the way he just dismissed their comments like they were idiotic. I actually like the sentiment that Kyrie and Dwight Howard are showing, which is finally a recognition of the power that black athletes have in this country to effect change. Guys, I think that because of their popularity, their wealth, their connection to corporate America through endorsements and marketing, their unique skill set in which nobody else on the planet can do what they do, and the fact that they are beloved by people of all races, I think that puts black athletes in a position to impact the change in this country, I think to a greater degree than any other group of African Americans, including politicians. So I like that Kyrie and Dwight are kind of recognizing that, in my opinion. Now is not the time, though, for a few reasons. One, they need a plan. And I'm actually told that they are putting together a list of demands or asks of the NBA. But what I would say is that the players need to play this season because and secure the money that they'll get for this season and keep the salary cap from completely bottoming out over the next few seasons so they can continue to make their money. But as they're doing that, organize, get a list of asks that you will go to Commissioner Adam Silver with, who's a players commissioner, and make certain asks of the owners and the commissioner of what you want the NBA to do to combat systemic racism. I think it could be having the owners at every every owner in the NBA having at all of their other companies a management trainee program for black college graduates, so we can start to get the management and executive numbers of African Americans in the workforce up to where the numbers are of African Americans in the population. Also, you can get the NBA or owners to make large donations to historically black colleges and universities so you can build up their basketball programs, and then maybe some of the top blue chip players in the country will go there and they won't be sacrificing, equipment, technology, and things like that if they go to an HBCU. That could help those programs and in turn help the universities get money for the academic programs. So I think you put together a list of asks, bring them to the NBA, see if they'll support you. I think they would in a lot of them. And then if they don't in the future, you can hold it over their head of maybe we won't play. Look at what happened at the University of Missouri. When those football players decided a few years ago, we're not playing until the president is fired. The regular blacks in the student body have been trying to get him fired for weeks, if not months. He was gone within 3 days because they needed the black athletes. I believe that if NFL players, black athletes, and maybe others decided we're not playing until Kaepernick's on the roster, I think he'd be on the roster. So that's the power they have, and I like that Kyrie and Dwight are recognizing it, even if I don't like the timing right now.
I enjoyed Chuck calling them out, largely because anytime the old man on the porch is calling out anybody or yelling at somebody, as long as it's not me, I find that entertaining. So I appreciated that. Number two, he basically reiterated everything that Marcellus, Jim Jackson, and I said yesterday on this issue about the greatest platform they have is if they are playing. And Charles saying, I have no idea what they're talking about, that's the tough part for me. Like, be clear. Chris, you just outlined, this is the plan of action. Don't play and make these demands until we get back. We'll get back to playing if you fill these demands. I'm all for that. Give me a plan. If you just say we're not going to play because it's going to be a distraction, Marcellus made the point yesterday. Are you saying it's a distraction for the players that they can't play and support Black Lives Matter at the same time? I'd say that while they're playing and they have that platform, they have a greater opportunity to do that. Are you saying that fans and the country will be distracted from the focus on Black Lives Matter if we have games? I don't know about you guys. I am a professional procrastinator. If I don't want to get to my to-do list, if I don't want to do my chores, and I want to sit down on the couch and watch TV, and what I want to watch isn't on, do I turn it off and go, I guess I got to do my chores? No. I go find either another channel or something else if it's not something I want to pay attention to. They have a much greater opportunity of convincing people of the importance of not just paying attention to this, but doing something about it if they're actually on the TVs, they're in front of us, and they're active, as opposed to we're all just taking a timeout and we're hoping that people, as a result of not having basketball, are going to do the right thing. Being a student of human nature, I just can't believe that that's the way to go about it.
Yeah, I just want to say I'm with Chuck, except the whole stupid part. Like, look, if they're stupid today, then you're dumb tomorrow, and then we don't really get anywhere. Now, talking about their plan, saying it's pointless or aimless, I get that. I can hear that because I don't know where the rubber meets the road in terms of their plan. I know where they are emotionally right now, but I don't know where you are in terms of plan. And last time I checked, when Colin Kaepernick came out with all of his emotions and what he was feeling, the chapter 2 is where we really were left wanting more. And you got to have that chapter 2. You got to finish writing whatever that plan is. So give yourself some time, youngsters, in terms of doing that. That said, man, like an attempt at an alliance before your adversarial can be advantageous. Like you can extract a lot from the resources around you, including your platform, which is going to give you money and it's going to give you the influence. You guys don't play. If the NBA doesn't come back, $1.2 billion gone from people that look a lot like me. Woo, that's really affecting the economy and affecting the opportunity for change. And it's kind of bad in this world, this climate right now, that guys have $1 million jobs. And there's so many essential workers that have to go to work for minimum wages or don't have a job at all to go to. But a Kyrie Irving, who's not even going to play this year, is saying, hey, guys, let me taint this pool so you guys don't feel like going out there and playing either, because where I am emotionally right now. Got to have a little more ammunition than just your emotions. So you can only win the games in life you play in. You can't win it from the outside pointing at the game. You got to get in there, you got to get dirty, and you got to come up with a plan of action. Look forward to hearing that from these young guys.